Hello, each and every one of you. Well, it's getting Christmas time again. And what more than to bring you my special report, since it's almost the end of the year again, on churches. And I bring you this special report with none other in my heart than the good old upside down Faith Family Church on Greenmount Road. Worst nightmare that I've ever run across. Most horrible place I've ever been into. But anyway, getting back to what I was talking about. They're sponsoring all this, see? But anyway, I'm going to talk a little bit about religion and church and stuff. And I know that's a touchy subject. But I'm going to be honest. I always am honest. Okay, so this presented with what happened a couple days ago and what happened all along, which I go to lots of churches and lots of places and many Christmas concerts and concerts of other kinds and things of other kinds. And here's what I'm always told. Jesus doesn't want you. God doesn't want you. And I'm not just bringing churches into this too. I'm talking about pastors and all this stuff. Which I have several pastors I talk to too. Guess what they always tell me when I'm in trouble? Oh, you can't rely on me. Don't call me. Had one this the other day when I stuck up there at the Metrolink station. Here's his exact words to me. Don't call me, because I'm not going to help you with anything. That was the pastor. I'm not going to help you with anything. God's not going to help you with anything. That's what he said. So, that was the other day when I stuck up at the Metrolink station. Don't call me, I'm not going to help you with nothing. Right, I figured that out anyway, but anyway, the other issues that I got with this is, I've been to lots of concerts, lots of places, and well, I've actually run across a new one this week too. I went to a Christmas concert on Saturday night, and it was a candlelight concert. Now, nobody did anything with me dancing and any of that stuff, but however, I always have problems in churches, so, because people can't accept me as I am. But anyway, going back to that, I had a candle. They had candlelight, so they had candles they given out. Light the candles, and I told this lady, I've been doing this 17 years. So, she comes, and I put my candle, I had a candle thing in where my purse was, so I could do this, you know? This is what I always do. And she was with the one that was holding the candles on the outside of where the church seats were. Comes over and blows my candle out. Now I'm like, really? I mean, just a candle, but really? You're really doing that? I mean, I'm not gonna make a deal out of a candle, but it's a hateful way she did that, like, oh Lord, I don't know, brother. Anyway, that was, but anyway, going on with this stuff, all these preachers and churches and Faith Family Church too, of course, and all these people expect me, they're always asking me, why don't you get saved by God? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Why don't you trust in God? Why don't you, whatever, you know what I mean? And it's always the same. Oh, you want to know something? You can come to my church, but you got to dress this and this and this way. You can't be Susan. That's number one. That's my favorite right there. Don't come dressed as Susan, because you know God doesn't accept transgenders, right? That's what some of us said. That's what the Faith Family Church and others, not just them. You're a sinner because of who you are, of course. But yet they sit there and they want me to change who I am and don't be colorful no more. Oh, what else has we got here? Don't dress like this anymore. You gotta dress up and put a zoot suit on and all that kind of stuff. Like, what happened to accept you as you are? It's a bunch of crap. So, all these people, they want me to go pray to the Lord and go trust in this and that and everything, and guess what? I've never heard one good thing from any of them. Because all I've heard from them is, the Lord hates you, Jesus hates you, they don't accept you as you are, you need to change who you are, God don't want you here, God don't want you here, God don't want you here, He hates who you are, He hates you dressed the way you are, He hates gays and lesbians and transgenders and all that stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Need I keep going on and on and on? And here's the thing about it. When you're in trouble and you need help, here's what I get. Are you transgender? No, we can't help transgender people. First, you need to go and get yourself right with the Lord. And here's what they mean by get yourself right with the Lord. Here's what they mean. Because guess what? Guess who explained it to me? You got it. The Faith Family Church in Greenmount Road. He explained it to me. Gary. Here it is. You can't be Susan because God doesn't accept that because you're a sinner, because you're dressed up like a female when you're a male. You're an abomination of God because you come dressed like that. You make a mockery out of our church because you come dressed like that. Does that sound familiar to you? I thought so. I mean, it's just not Faith Family, it's all of these places. I mean, all of these places are the same. I mean, I haven't met one yet. I haven't met one yet that accepts me as I am. And I've gone to more than anybody has in existence. I haven't heard of anyone yet that said they accept me as I am. Only thing they accept is, well, they accept my money if I give it to them, but I don't have money to give to them. But I'm doing serious here. I've been going through this since I was 12 years old. And my dad was a filling preacher at the Baptist church. And you want to know something? They didn't accept me then either. Back then it was my rock music. You know, my rock music and my hippie-hoppy ways. Which is still the same today. Oh, I was supposed to change my shirt and change my Michael Jackson shirt and my car ain't no good and jeez, they sit there, they act like the judge, the jury, and the executioner. They've already got me judged before I even opened my mouth. The same with this Faith Family Church. They didn't listen to nothing I had to say. But anyway, going on. Here's the deal with this. You can't be Susan and come to church. You want to know something? I'm not welcome in any church there is. Yeah, I go to lots of churches. Not welcome there. Thrown out of lots of them. Faith Family Church. Attacked by lots of them. I had to bring body cameras in, you know, every single place I go to now. Which, that's how you got the information the other day when I fell down at one of them. My fault, not theirs, though. The other thing is, all these people out there said, you need to find God. You need to change your ways. You need to wake up. You need to not be Susan anymore. What's the rest of them? You need not to listen to music anymore. You need not to dress this way no more. Blah, 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 rim. You know what I mean? Keep this going. And generally, just not be anything anymore, you know? There's another issue I want to bring into this, too. Because my dad used to be a fill-in preacher. My mom used to be a Sunday school teacher for 30 years. And here's my issue with all of this to begin with. I want you to listen up. Are you listening? I'm speaking. Shut up and listen. So, each and every one of these things I go to, including Faith Family, tells me the same thing. You need to, see, when you go into church, this is what you think, right? You need to go in there. You need to be quiet. Shut up. Wear a zoot suit. Don't react at all. Do nothing. And to me, that's an epitome of misery. Because here's the thing about it. And I'm going to use your own words against you and talk to you about this. They all preach about the wonderful gift of heaven and to rejoice, 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 rejoice at the glory of the Lord. Rejoice at the new heaven. Rejoice at this beautiful, beautiful, carefree, wonderful life we're all supposed to get on the other side someplace. You know what I mean? Follow me? However, when you go to church, oh, you got to shut up, and you got to act proper, you got to do this, you got to do that. See, when I go there, I sing and dance to the music. Isn't that what you're supposed to do when you get received? When you're talking about a wonderful, beautiful life like that? Sing and dance and make a joyful noise. See, I do know the Bible. Know it better than you do. Do you know that? Know it way better than you do. Sing and dance and make a joyful noise. That's what it says. However, when you go around to church or any of these places, you would sit there and think that they're going to a funeral. Sit there like this, all shuckled up and better shut up, or better shut up, I can't say anything, because guess what? They won't like it. We're not supposed to sit there and rejoice to the music, to the beauty of this wonderful life we're supposed to have on the other side, in heaven or on the other earth or wherever it's supposed to be. No, we gotta shut up and zip the lip, sit there silent, don't make a move or make a muscle, because God, if you do this, it's gonna be a curtains call. Oh, you're a sinful, horrible person. Well, you want to know something? I don't believe that way. Well, you already know I don't believe that way. If we're supposed to get this wonderful, beautiful life, and I'm talking to you Christians, I'm talking to anybody that'll hear me. We're supposed to get this wonderful, beautiful, heavenly life on the other side. Why are we sitting there like this with our mouth closed in church? Like we're being passed a sentence of death and we're going to a black nightmare. Instead of sitting up there shaking the musical instruments and dancing, you're going to get a beautiful life. You're going to have a beautiful time. You're going to get a lot of money. You're going to get a mansion. Why are you sitting there, motionless like this? Frowning like you're going to a funeral dying with your best friend died or something. No, I'm sorry, my friends. That's not what it's about. That's not what it's all about. When I go there, I do this, and they don't like that. Hey, I don't like you either, man, but I don't like going in a place to sit there and celebrate death, because that's what you're all doing. Anyway, when I go, if I'm receiving that beautiful gift that you're talking about, heaven and everlasting life, are you going to be like this? Frowning till your face falls into the floor? Or you're going to be up here swinging in beauty, and hey, you want to know something? I have a beautiful life coming. Let's celebrate that with a joyful noise. Read your Bible. I do know that Bible more than you do. Trust me, I do. Anyway, getting back to the rest of this stuff. Here's my issue with some of it. Each and every place I go to, it's the same thing. It's the Christians and the Jesus and all of this stuff. All the same. Don't come to our church here dressed as me, Susan. All the LGBTs. Faith Family Church. Don't forget, I didn't forget you. You're an abomination. You can't be here. You can't dance. You can't wear your hair like this. You can't wear your shirt like this. What else? You can't wear your colorful watch like this because, that's against God. Man, I don't want to meet this God. Then I'll tell you something. If he's that miserable where we can't be happy, I am who I am. You know what I mean? They don't accept me as I am in none of these churches and places and stuff. Now, that's nothing new. That's been going on for 30 years, long before I ever became who I am. That was going on back when I was 10 years old, 12 years old. Because I was kind of a rebel and a a nonconformist even back then, and that's what I am, a nonconformist. So I speak what I talk about, and I speak my truth. And I speak truth. I have no reason to tell you something that ain't real. So anyway, they're telling me that I can't be who I am. God doesn't want you. I've heard that so many times. You want to know something? I'm tired of hearing it. God doesn't want you. God doesn't want you. He doesn't want you. He doesn't want you. He doesn't want you. God doesn't want you. Oh my goodness. I've heard that so many times. You want to know something? I'm sick and tired of hearing that. Do you know that? That makes me sick and tired of hearing that stuff. How much God hates me because of who I am. How much I'm not accepted. And you want to know something? I've been to more churches you ever been going to be in a lifetime. Thousands of them. And you want to know something? Do you want to know how many has accepted me as I am? You want to take a number? You want to try to guess? I'll stop this video and try to guess. None. Big surprise. Faith Family Church was real good to start with. But man, don't think I didn't leave you out. Anyway, so to date, I have never found any that accept me as I am. Each and every one of them are too busy sticking in my face that I should not be Susan, that I'm abomination because I'm Susan, or gay, or any of the rest of you. You can fill that in with whatever you need. I shouldn't be there. I wearing the wrong shirt. Oh, I'm the wrong person. I'm the wrong this and I'm the wrong blue. Phooey. I mean, this is who I am. I mean, can't accept who I am. Yeah. I don't know what to say. This is who I am. And each and every person out there, they sit there and they try to tell me about the Bible and Jesus and this and that and all that stuff. That's a very touchy subject to some people. But here's the thing about it. I tell truth. I don't have no reason not to. The only thing I've ever heard was how much God hates me because of who I am. How much this hates me. How much that person hates me. Hate. That's all I've ever heard. Where's this love at you're talking about, huh? Where is it? Over there? Is it back here? No? I've never heard it. All I've heard is, you can't be Susan. Oh, you can't this. Can't dance. Don't you dare move. Don't sing. Oh, my goodness. Don't get up out of the seat and do this. God doesn't want you because you're abomination, because you're Susan. Doesn't want you because you're gay. Doesn't want you because you're lesbian. Doesn't want you. Does that sound familiar? So, you know, I'm sick to death of hearing that stuff. It doesn't even bother me no more. You want to know? I laugh about it, and I think it's funny now. I laugh about that stuff now. Makes me feel fun. Makes me funny. Makes me realize that I'm alive and they're all dead. If you know what I mean. I have the spirit of color right here, and they are all dead already. Long gone, lost the spirit 20 years ago. So it doesn't bother me because I don't want to join them. I am life. The colors of life. They cannot change me. I wouldn't let them actually change you either. If you really want to know something. Because that's all I ever hear. That's all I ever hear with this. Oh, you shouldn't be who you are. You shouldn't be this. You shouldn't be that. Oh, God help you if you're this. And if you come into church, you're a man. You're dressed like a woman with a dress on. Oh, my goodness. You could get out, call the police, have you thrown out, call the police over 6 times, like Faith Family Church did last year, and twice this year. Disappointed in you, Faith Family. Why didn't you make it 6 times this year? Anyway, we're not going there. Anyway, that's my message to you. Merry Christmas to everybody. And I hope you realize the real meaning. I am going to tell you nothing but the truth. I'm not going to cover it up. I'm not going to sit there and tell you this and that and all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Because there's no point to that. I'm going to sit there and tell you what is real. And that's what's real. People don't want me there. I have never found to this day, and I've went to thousands of churches, I've never found one that accepts me as I am. In fact, I put the challenge out there. If there isn't any out there, you let me know what it is. But you want to know something? I'm not going to believe it even then. Because I've never found one that accepts me as I am. Thank you. Hope you have a Merry Christmas. I hope you listen to my words. Because the real beauty in life is not sitting there acting like a statue, listening to some beautiful music that you can't move to. That's not my idea of heaven. My idea of heaven is make a joyful noise. Scream, dance. After all, it's supposed to be the gift of forever eternal life, right? Not eternal death. Thank you and good night.